One point owned all of them, but
Okay.
currently I don't have them.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
I see.
I'm very, very excited
Okay.
to watch it. I saw it overnight around 1:30 when I was getting up
Sure.
this morning. I opened Hulu, and it's on Hulu right now until the end of January, but it's also on Disney Plus because they have that collaboration.
Right, and Hulu and Disney Plus will be merging here very soon.
Exactly. So I saw it and I was like, "Can we watch it? Can we watch it?" And my husband was like, "It is no."
It's too late.
Well, it was too early.
Oh, too early. Yeah, either one. I hope they did a better job than most Disney Plus series as of late.
Yes, and it's definitely going to be better than the movie they made about Percy Jackson
Okay.
a couple of years ago.
I missed that one.
It had its good moments. It really did have its good
All right.
moments, but we're very excited for
I know
the
you're
show.
a big Harry Potter fan.
Yes.
So is this Harry Potter-esque? It sounds like the mother says, "Hey, you're part of the Olympians," after kind of like Harry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being, I'm a magic guy.
I would say that in a way they're similar because they have this youth fan base that has grown up with the originals,
Sure.
and now it's being adapted into something people are going to be very passionate about.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye out for that. Quick look outside. I'm keeping an eye on your weather for your Wednesday. That is coming up.
Plus, legal action is being taken against the city of Granger after reports of a police officer allegedly sexually assaulting a woman while on duty. And the Washington Lieutenant Governor was in the Tri-Cities yesterday to attempt to address increased division when it comes to civic and political discourse. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. It is 6 o'clock.
It's just after 6. I think I talked a little too much about...
You're talking too much. I'm just gabbing all morning. If you like morning talk, you've come to the right place.
Yes.
Also, if you want the latest news and weather. And let's get to the weather. Last full day of fall. We hit winter tomorrow evening, so the winter solstice. And one thing I love about the solstices, or solstices, is many of the ancient monuments. I'm talking about the pyramids, and there's many others, especially in South America, that are built to memorialize the solstice. Like on the solstices in the southern hemisphere in South America, it looks like a snake is going down one of the buildings only on the solstice. So it's amazing. All right, quick look outside, everyone. Let's take a look at pretty good visibility right now in some parts of the Tri-Cities, but we are seeing some hampered visibility. 40% visibility Tri-Cities, Hermiston, 10% Walla Walla, 0% in Pendleton. So keep an eye out for patchy fog this morning. So again, hampering our visibility. That is going to continue tomorrow and for Friday morning as well. We have clear skies later on above us, but we won't know it. This fog, even for places with good visibility, are going to be seeing it holding on just like we saw over the weekend. If you want to see the sunshine, maybe head over to the coast. We're seeing highs mid to lower 40s across our area. Staying dry today, even though we saw just a hint of shower activity coming through Walla Walla in the past hour or so. So foggy morning, that continues. Staying warm, that continues in drier conditions. I'll get you ready for that in your holiday weekend. My first alert weather forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
Union Gap police are searching for this person suspected of shooting a loss prevention officer at the Valley Mall Monday night. These are photos of the suspect. According to the police, the 37-year-old loss prevention officer was shot in both wrists when he tried to stop a suspected shoplifter. Police described the suspect as 25 to 30 years old with slicked back hair, a possible ponytail, and a teardrop tattoo below his eye. Officers say he was wearing a dark-colored jacket and black pants. And if you have any information regarding this case, contact Union Gap Police and ask for the Detectives Division. The city of Granger is facing civil action over its handling of a case involving a Granger police officer suspected of repeatedly sexually assaulting a woman while on duty. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us both the victim and the former chief of police have filed tort claims against the city, claiming negligence and retaliation.
The city has 60 days from when those claims were filed to be able to respond, and if not, they're facing a lawsuit in civil court. I was able to get a hold of those claims, and here's what they say happened. According to the claims, Officer Glenn Trejo took a police report from the victim at her home last summer, then started showing up to pressure her into sexual acts and give her money despite her protests. More than 30 incidents in a year, most of them while he was in uniform and on duty.
Chief becomes aware of this potential interaction that is absolutely in violation of policy, inappropriate on any spectrum that you can think of. He informs the mayor and immediately wants to take steps to have an officer placed on leave.
But the claim says the mayor shut him down and then planned a cover-up with Officer Trejo and Lieutenant Ceja, all close friends. That included pressuring the victim to say the chief was actually the one harassing her. Then the mayor put the chief on administrative leave in July and fired him in November.
You've got a citizen who's made a complaint, believes they were treated inappropriately, and in this case, absolutely treated horribly wrong by a uniformed law enforcement officer. And to see then a chief of the entity step in to try to say, wait a second, this ends, this is going to stop, and to see that chief retaliated against, it's shocking.
The victim was awarded a 10-year sexual assault protection order against Trejo this summer. And at some point, Officer Trejo was placed on administrative leave, but it's unclear what his current status is with the department. The victim's claim for damages $1 million over the city's negligence in her case. And the former police chief's claim $3 million over the city's retaliation against him.
Our goal here is to make sure that the light is shined on this scenario that's gone on, and hopefully make sure it doesn't happen again. If nothing else, that it'll never happen again in the town of Granger.
That's what's happening on the civil side. But on the criminal side, I spoke to the Mabton police chief, who told me their independent investigation into Trejo didn't find enough evidence for criminal charges, so none were filed, and the case will remain inactive unless new evidence comes up. I reached out to the city of Granger, but they declined to comment. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Lieutenant Governor Denny Heck visited the Tri-Cities yesterday to discuss the value of civic health and respectful discourse. Lieutenant Governor Heck spoke with Tri-Cities leaders at the Benton Franklin Council of Governments as part of the Project for Civic Health, which attempts to come up with strategies to improve dialogue among those with different political affiliations and worldviews.
The most important thing I've learned in the course of my deep dive on this is that face-to-face conversations around a table among people who have different worldviews is the best way to turn the temperature down, the best way to stop engaging in this kind of vitriolic, if you disagree with me, I hate you approach that we increasingly take in American politics.
According to Lieutenant Governor Heck, the groups involved in the project will begin conversations today to discuss concrete steps to address the problem of increased division. Heck says some ideas consist of improved grade school level civics education and training for newly elected officials. A driver claimed he fell asleep at the wheel, and that's what caused him to crash into a school bus in Kennewick, authorities say Tuesday. Around 12:30 p.m., authorities say the driver of a silver vehicle was going eastbound on Kennewick Avenue when he said he fell asleep and crossed the center line. Police say the bus driver attempted to avoid the crash, but wasn't able to. There were 10 kids on board the bus at the time of the crash, but none of them were hurt, authorities said. The driver of the car that hit the bus was unlicensed and was ticketed for negligent driving and driving without a license. The Southeast Communications Center, or CCOM, the dispatch center answering calls in Benton and Franklin counties, takes 15,000 non-emergency calls and 1,000 emergency calls per month. Last week, a new system went live meant to streamline the communication processes and expedite service delivery for people calling the non-emergency dispatch line. It's called the Phone Tree system. When you call, you'll hear options. This is to ease the calls that the dispatch center doesn't handle and send them to the correct place. CCOM Operations Manager Gwen Stanley says they haven't heard much pushback because many people are familiar with this type of system.
Some of our callers, are used to hearing prompts and other things that they've called, so it's, just another one that's been added. We haven't really had any negative feedback. We had some unanticipated problems with it at the beginning. But it never impacted anybody being able to reach us or us in handling the calls, and that's since been resolved. So far, so good.
The non-emergency phone number, 509-628-0333, is for a call that requests law enforcement, fire, or EMS personnel that does not involve a life or death situation. Emergencies should be directed to 911, and CCOM is also still experiencing a staffing shortage, down about a dozen staff members. Find more information on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Also, according to Stanley, the issue we talked about several days ago, where some 911 callers didn't hear ringing while waiting for a dispatcher to pick up, has been resolved. She says she wasn't sure what caused the problem, but it has been fixed. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
My goodness, we've made it to the final full day of fall. We have foggy conditions yet again this morning, disrupting some of our commutes. I'll get you ready for that, and also your holiday weekend that's coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Plus, lawmakers and doctors are sounding the alarm over chronic drug shortages. The FDA's shortage list including over 15 life-saving cancer medications.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Deck the halls, and while you're at it, deck your entire house during the New Year's sale at More Furniture this holiday weekend. We're celebrating all weekend long with incredible values on furniture and mattresses in time for the new year. Your home deserves a fresh start for 2024, and we've got everything you need during the New Year's sale at More Furniture. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all sales specials.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
There's more to life than the car you drive. It's the smell of fresh air and thrill of the outdoors, the celebration of life, and the family that lives it with you. It's those little moments you wish would never end. Whether you need room for 8 or enough torque for your weekend escape, no matter what your adventure, Corwin Ford will help you get there. Corwin Ford, family driven for over 100 years.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone, on this Wednesday morning. Well, doctors around the country are warning about a shortage of several important drugs, including drugs that treat cancer. ABC's Andrea Fujii has the latest on what's at stake.
This morning, more doctors and lawmakers are sounding the alarm about drug shortages in the U.S., among them life-saving cancer medications, including chemo drugs.
These shortages can be life or death for kids, especially when it comes to the cancer drugs.
The FDA's drug shortage lists include those that treat lymphoma and leukemia.
We know how to treat cancer, but shortages force impossible choices. We have drugs that are life-saving and shortages that are life-threatening.
Testifying at a Senate hearing, experts blame the shortages in part on the low cost of generic drugs, with insurance companies often only paying for those cheaper generic versions.
A vial of sterile injectable medicine typically costs less than this cup of coffee that I bought downstairs this morning. So this reduces the incentive of manufacturers to invest in quality or in newer manufacturing facilities.
It's not just cancer drugs. Kimberly Yard's daughter has taken the stimulant Vyvanse for her ADHD for years, but her insurance company wants her to switch to Adderall, another drug in short supply.
Adderall's the one that started this whole shortage. So you want me to potentially not have consistent medication for my daughter? Instead, really? Why?
The government and drug makers blame each other for the shortage of ADHD medications. The DEA set limits on the ingredients needed to produce them because they're controlled substances. Drug makers say those limits are too strict.
The American Medical Association is now urging the U.S. government to consider manufacturing some drugs itself to alleviate some of the shortages. Coming up, twin brothers at Hermiston High School are making waves in the robotics world after, well, competing in their first ever combat robotics competition. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your Wednesday and a sneak peek ahead as well. That's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
In the heart of Tri-Cities wine country, you'll find the Goose Ridge Richland Tasting Room. Located in the center of our vineyards is an opportunity to enjoy life through wines, hard ciders, Monson Ranch spirits, light bites, and live music at Goose Ridge. More than you'd expect, more than just a winery.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
This morning, it's a show me the money that may get you to believe.
So now you're a believer? Yes.
Just in time for the holidays.
That's gonna help.
Plus, a big surprise that'll ring all the bells.
Oh my goodness. Bravo!
This morning at 7A on GMA.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's the Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's the Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's the Educated Cigar. At the Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
After the presents and food, join Apple Valley News now for a Christmas Monday Night Football as Baltimore takes on San Francisco. The Ravens battle the 49ers Monday night at 4:30. Then stay tuned for Apple Valley News Now prime time Monday. Stacy Lee, her father's family homesteaded near Dayton more than 100 years ago. She moved to the Tri-Cities to start a career in broadcasting in the 90s and has called it home ever since. Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now first alert weather. She's local.
Our local experience is the difference.
And on your side.
It's Ho 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 with friends.
Merry Christmas!
It's almost dead. As you celebrate this awesome season, go to bed with friends. Tonight, Apple Valley News Now. Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Yeah, pretty clear on the Tri-City sky cam at Columbia Point, thanks to Legends, but we do have quite a bit of fog throughout many of our areas. Dense fog advisory until noon today for Pendleton, but we're seeing some thick fog throughout northeastern Oregon and into Walla Walla. 10% Walla Walla, 0% visibility Pendleton yet again, 40% for Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Patchy fog through many of our areas, so be aware. We're looking at that. Also, we're going to be seeing quite a bit of air quality issues for the next couple of days, so do keep an eye out for that as we are seeing moderate air quality, Blue Mountain region, northeastern Oregon, a sliver in the Tri-Cities. So if you're susceptible to air quality issues, do take care. And why is that? Well, light winds. Look at that, 0 winds for the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region, hence also that fog. So folks, be careful out there, and winds aren't going to be increasing much at all for the week ahead, so more of the same is on the way. So on our radar, we are looking at a little bit of cloud coverage coming through. We saw a little bit of shower activity about 3 hours ago, Walla Walla area. That has moved on. And on our future cast, we're going to be seeing clear skies above us, but you won't know it because of the fog holding on. Even in places with good visibility this morning, still, you may have to head to the coast to see the sunshine, but we do have shower activity expected to come in on Friday. We'll keep a close eye on that. Drier, though, for your weekend. Current temperatures, we're in the upper 30s, lower 40s, kind of like our highs have been for the past couple of weeks, and that is going to be staying that way, though we do have cooler morning hours coming this weekend, especially on Sunday. So for our highs, we're going to remain just above our average through Saturday, then cool down to below our average for Christmas Eve day, Sunday, and Christmas Day itself on Monday. So a bit cooler temperatures. So hey, winter solstice hits tomorrow evening. We are just 5 days away from Christmas Day and 12 days away from New Year's Day. So let's take a look at our highs today. We're in the mid to lower 40s across the board, maybe a little cooler in some spots, but definitely along the Blue Mountain region. We're 10 to 5 degrees off of where we were yesterday, so the fog is really going to cause havoc, at least with your temperatures along the blues. 7-day forecast for Yakima, lower 40s through Saturday, then mid to upper 30s for Sunday into Christmas, and again the day after Christmas. Could see rain-snow mix return on your Tuesday. That is significant because, well, a lot of folks will be traveling on the day after Christmas. So overnight lows taking a dip as we get to the weekend, and really all of our areas will be doing that. Fog holding on for the Tri-Cities. Good chance of some light showers on Friday, and mid-30s into our next work week. And Walla Walla, mid to lower 40s. Maybe the fog will release its grip a bit on Friday with those showers coming in. So folks, for your day today, heavy fog along the blues, and this fog will at least keep enough of a hold that we're not going to see the sunshine, the clear skies that are above us. Light winds continue, highs today mid to lower 40s. Similar day and temperatures and conditions for your Thursday, your final bit of a day of fall as winter hits tomorrow evening.
Earlier this month, Hermiston High School students attended their first ever combat robotics competition, the Crimson Bot Brawl, held at Washington State University. The students, Carson and Hayden Newton, brothers and juniors at HHS, took part in all 3 competitions. Here's a video of one of their bots competing. In the comp, the Newtons took first place in both the plastic ant weights and full metal ant weights categories, eventually, even taking out a top 10 nationally ranked plastic ant weight bot and 2 ranked bots in the metal division. They also received 3rd place in the beetle weight division, a feat their engineering teacher Colin Haynes says is pretty remarkable. Right now, Hermiston High School doesn't have a robotics club, but Haynes is hoping that following their stellar performance, that they can move forward with a program.
Basically, these 2 served as, I want to say, like a proof of concept that, you know, our kids can compete and they can do really well, and they had a really good time too, which is important.
Haynes says there's been a lot of interest since the idea was first thrown around last year. The bots were built with spare parts and electronics provided by their teacher, and together they built some competition-worthy robots. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's time for another installment of Operation Best Friend. This week we've got a young German Shepherd mix looking for a family. We'll introduce you to Rifle next.
Before it went through decades of design work, your mattress started with the most important detail of all, our name. Stearns & Foster, Uncover Exceptional.
Mattress Depot USA.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week. Enjoy nature with McBee Mountain being a short hike away, and return to Anna Laurie. where every sip of wine showcases Washington's beautiful terroir. Try one of Anna Laurie's house-made pizzas where creativity and unique flavors change seasonally to pair with their delicious, full-bodied wines. Take in the views of Red Mountain and experience the true meaning of farm to table, showcasing the fruit of the land and their efforts. Make your reservation to visit Anna Laurie Winery today.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $2,500 on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen and action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man, it's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers all-night cooling.
Mattress Depot USA.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress.
Welcome back. It's now time for Operation Best Friend, where we get the pleasure of introducing you to a pet that's up for adoption with the local shelter. Ashton Hartzell joins us with Mikey's Chance, and she brings us a Rifle, and he is so stinking cute. Can you tell me a little bit about him?
Rifle is almost 9 months old. He is a parvo survivor with no lasting effects from that. He loves other dogs, and his best friend is my 2-year-old daughter.
And what type of family would he fit best with?
He would love a family that wants to be around and take him everywhere, that has another dog. He would prefer that.
Gotcha. So he likes having company.
I have not found a dog that he does not like.
Incredible. And how long has he been with Mikey's Chance for?
He's been with Mikey's Chance since he was a puppy. He was brought to us because he had parvo, and he's done amazing.
Awesome. And if someone's interested in Rifle, how might they get involved and adopt him?
They can find us on our website at mikeyschance.com or on our Facebook page. Please apply. He is the best boy.
Yes, and you said he's acting kind of shy right now, but he is not typically very shy.
No, he is not.
Awesome. And do you have any fun stories or quirks about Rifle here?
Rifle loves to cuddle. He is a food stealer. He stole my slice of pizza off the counter last week. He's a goofball. He just takes a minute to get used to you.
Awesome. And he's so soft, and he's still, I would call him a puppy still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and massive paws. I love big paws on dogs. They're so cute.
Oh, yes, and he's so gentle. He's
Yeah.
the sweetest boy. I've never had a puppy this calm.
Oh, and he's acting very calm here as well. And, well, we should mention that whoever ends up adopting the pet that we feature here on on Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest will receive a $50 gift card to Paws Natural Pet Emporium. So if you're looking for a new best friend, Rifle right here might fit perfectly in with your family. He's located with Mikey's Chance. Ashton and Rifle, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Coming up, Texas State Governor Greg Abbott is under fire for a controversial new law designed to curb illegal border crossings.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Whitman Hill Winery, creating highly sought-after wines from our estate-grown vineyard. Our wine club is the gift that gives all year long. With wines shipped to your door, complimentary tastings, invites to special events, and more. Whitman Hill Wine Club. Join the family and watch us grow.
Did you know Austria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons?
Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Save big at Buy-Mart with our Christmas savings book. Pick up a copy in-store or find it at buymart.com. Save $100 on a Philips 55-inch HD Class Roku Smart TV. Member priced at just $249.99. Get a Toshiba 1 cubic foot microwave for $99.99. Members save $60. Plus save 25% on all fragrance and beauty gift sets. Save more this Christmas season at Buy-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Deck the halls, and while you're at it, deck your entire house during the New Year's sale at More Furniture this holiday weekend. We're celebrating all weekend long with incredible values on furniture and mattresses in time for the new year. Your home deserves a fresh start for 2024, and we've got everything you need during the New Year's sale at More Furniture. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all sales specials.
Hard to wrap, easy to give. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 handheld battery blower. Find something for everyone on your list. Find yours at SteelDealers.com.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Amid an unprecedented strain on government resources, Texas Governor Greg Abbott has signed a controversial new law that will allow police to arrest migrants suspected of entering the U.S. illegally. And the Colorado Supreme Court has declared former President Trump ineligible for the White House under the U.S. Constitution's Insurrection Clause and removed him from the state's presidential primary ballot.
And more fog and warmer highs for midweek, but winter looming tomorrow. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine, and we made it to Wednesday, midweek.
Wednesday is always great. We
Yes.
had Rifle in here earlier.
Oh, Rifle, what a little sweetheart.
Yes, our Operation Best Friend Pet of the Week.
Yes.
And he really was a sweetheart, and he really does need a home.
He does need a home. And yeah, he was so calm and nice and very handsome. I kept hearing you guys calling him handsome.
He was, and he's located with Mikey's Chance.
Okay, great. Well, let's give him a home. Let's take a look outside. And as you're leaving your home this morning, let me get you ready for your conditions. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. All right, we have, looks pretty good visibility there on our Columbia Point Sky Cam, but my goodness, along the Blue Mountain region, we have 0 to 10% visibility, a little bit better, but still not great for the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. We do have a dense fog advisory till noon in the Pendleton area, but really fog is going to be sticking around. We have clear skies above us today, but the fog, even in places with good visibility this morning, it's going to hold on just enough to keep us away from the sunshine. Maybe a chance at an afternoon sunbreak, but most likely you'll have to travel over to the coast to see the sunshine. We're staying dry today, highs remaining above our average, mid to lower 40s, though Walla Walla, you're much cooler than you were yesterday. Foggy morning, staying warm, drier conditions, and that includes heading into our weekend, though Friday could see some shower activity. I'll get you ready for all of that in my first alert weather forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
Now to the crisis on the southern border. New figures show a record number of migrants crossing into the U.S. in a single day. ABC's Justin Finch has the details.
This morning, staggering new numbers shining a light on the crisis at the border. Sources say Customs and Border Protection encountered more than 12,600 migrants Monday, a record. Officials have closed rail crossings in El Paso and Eagle Pass, shifting personnel to counter the surge.
We're facing severe challenges right now.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott Monday signed a law to allow local police to arrest migrants suspected of crossing the border illegally. The ACLU is now suing.
We are doing everything in our power to assert that immigration is a federal prerogative, and the state of Texas cannot impose its own policy preferences and decide who belongs and who does not.
Governor Abbott is vowing to take the fight to the Supreme Court, saying Texas has the constitutional authority to secure our border.
They're destroying the blood of our country. That's what they're doing.
Former President Trump is now addressing the controversy over his rhetoric on the issue. Critics say his comments about migrants poisoning the blood of the country echo the words of Hitler. But last night, Trump denied that and said he never read Hitler's book.
They're destroying our country. They don't like it when I said that. And I never read Mein Kampf. They said, oh, Hitler said that in a much different way.
Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
In Washington, D.C., bipartisan talks aimed at improving border security have stalled. Lawmakers are heading home for the holidays with no deal in sight. Former president and current presidential candidate Donald Trump is no longer a 2024 presidential candidate in the state of Colorado. This comes after an unprecedented move from the Colorado Supreme Court, which deemed Trump ineligible due to the insurrection on the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. In a 4-3 ruling, the Colorado justices determined former President Donald Trump is, quote, disqualified from holding the office of president under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Trump didn't directly address the issue during a rally in Iowa Tuesday night, but his campaign issued a statement saying an appeal will be filed to the U.S. Supreme Court. Colorado election officials say the matter has to be resolved by January 5th, the deadline for eligible candidates.
The Constitution is clear that you become disqualified once you engage in the insurrection. There is no need for a specific finding by a court or a tribunal.
Republican Senator Tom Tillis says he plans to offer legislation that would prevent states from taking presidential candidates off a ballot, quote, on constitutional matters that should be decided by only the Supreme Court. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
We've made it to midweek, but same old story. We have more fog throughout our areas. I'll get you ready for your Wednesday and a sneak peek at your weekend. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, just how smart are apes, really? Well, a new study shows that the recognition abilities of the certain apes may be the longest lasting outside of humans.
Season's greetings from everyone at Apple Valley News Now.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, because she's an herbivore.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
ProClean Auto Detail Systems is fully staffed and here for you. We are taking extra precaution by offering free pickup and drop-off of your vehicle. Harsh winter conditions can be harmful to your vehicle's paint. Help protect it with a coat of winter wax. Take your interior clean to the next level with BioPledge antimicrobial protection. Gift certificates are good for all our services, including details, starting at just $125. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday season. ProClean Auto Detail Systems, the future of auto detailing.
A little over 10 years ago, my family and I decided to get involved with the Arc of Tri-Cities, a fantastic local nonprofit that serves kids and adults with developmental disabilities, to work with the kids to have a good time. We would dance, we would do crafts, we'd always feed them some kind of really healthy meal like pizza. But what I didn't know getting involved is how much it would impact me and our families' lives. Really getting an opportunity to meet these young people that love unconditionally, to be in a relationship with somebody like that has been life-changing for us. We're blessed to live here and to work with local nonprofits. So for us, it's really important to get involved, to volunteer, to create a place where everybody's included, support those in need. I'm John Inman, and I'm driving change at McCurley.
See all our new vehicle specials, like on the new Mazda CX-90 at McCurleyMazda.com during the Season of Inspiration.
Another fatal crash on
Alyssa Warner. She graduated from Walla Walla University, worked her first TV news job in Spokane, and brings the news home to you each night on Apple Valley News Now.
It's just one way Apple Valley News Now is on your side.
She's local and on your side.
Count on Apple Valley News Now and ABC for the most magical holiday programs ever, including favorites from Disney, plus so much more. Apple Valley News Now holiday shows, proudly sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital.
Welcome back. New research shows apes can recognize old friends they haven't seen for decades, and it's the longest lasting social memory ever documented outside of humans. Researchers found chimpanzees and bonobos were able to recognize photos of former group mates more than 25 years after last seeing them in the flesh.
So photos of old friends elicited an even more positive response. Researchers used photographs of apes who had died or left groups from 3 zoos. Researchers left 2 photographs, one of the ape that they had known and another of a stranger, accessible to the apes. And they used a non-invasive eye tracking device to measure where they looked and for how long.
Results showed the apes looked significantly longer at those they knew, no matter how long it had been since they last saw them, and even longer still at those they had been friendly with. The study was published Monday in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Good news for ape research.
I thought you were going to say good news for ape friends.
Yes, that too.
Yes, I love videos of when, say, animal person takes care of a young lion.
And they haven't seen each other
and they haven't
for
seen
ages.
each other, and then they reunite, and the lion comes up
Yes.
and hugs them, which, you know, I would
It
be.
looks very scary.
I
but
would be scared, but it's always so sweet when.
Mhm.
It's amazing when you see it, something that we would attribute to a human characteristic
Yes.
to animals, and it just makes us love them even more.
Personification.
You got it. All right, folks, quick look outside. I'm going to have your first alert weather forecast coming up next.
And as holiday travel heats up, federal officials are advising travelers to be prepared in order to ensure a smooth process. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Celebrity Jeopardy is moving to Tuesdays this January.
Like anything can happen.
Yes!
You did good, but you failed me in the end. Celebrity Jeopardy returns Tuesday, January 2nd on ABC.
It's that time again.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds on brand name mattress sets.
All remaining models from last year's inventory are on sale.
Here's your chance to get a comfortable, great night's sleep at up to 60% off.
Don't hesitate, or else you'll have to wait another year to take advantage of these incredible savings.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it. You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices. Nice. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
Looking for Santa Claus? He's here with us at Queensgate Gardens. Visit us today for your best selection of Christmas trees and wreaths. For this season's holiday cheer, bring your family and find the perfect tree. Customize your own wreath and pick out locally grown poinsettia. Visit us at Queensgate Garden today.
Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey B. Higgs is now seeing patients at Prosser Orthopedic Center, providing sports medicine and orthopedic care. His services include arthroscopic surgery, sports injuries treatment, shoulder instability, rotator cuff and replacement surgery, knee reconstruction, and more. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Higgs, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
From Washington Broadband, where we construct high-speed internet, fiber, cable, and wireless all year round. From us to you,
Merry Christmas! Feliz Navidad!
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
Upgrade your kitchen with Frigidaire Professional, offering powerful performance and professional-grade design. The front control gas range provides the ultimate flexibility for making your favorite meals. Sear and saute with precision, and flip pancakes on the griddle for golden results. And thanks to our smudge-proof stainless steel, spend less time cleaning while keeping your kitchen looking spotless.
You won't find Frigidaire Pro at the box stores, but it's on sale at Fred's. Fred's Appliance. We want to be your choice.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying it so far. And we see pretty good clear skies along the Columbia Point Skycam, but we have a dense fog advisory until noon today for the Pendleton area. And we have some thick fog in many regions, especially along the Blues. Now we have 0% visibility for Walla Walla and Pendleton, so give yourself some extra time. Looks like it's sneaking into Connell area as well. 40% visibility, Tri-Cities in Hermiston. So, folks, a lot of fog out there, and the fog is actually going to be causing us to miss some sunshine today. Air quality, we are in the moderate zone for the Tri-Cities, Blue Mountain region, and northeastern Oregon. So if you are susceptible to air quality issues, give yourself a little extra time to kind of acclimate. And we do expect to see moderate air quality for many of our areas as we move into the next couple of days. Why, you ask? Well, we have extremely light winds, even nominal in some spots, and those winds are going to remain light for the week ahead. And we've had nominal winds for at least the last 2 weeks. So expect more of the same. Hopefully we'll see some wind push coming into hopefully before the new year. So we did have a little bit of shower activity roll through Walla Walla about 2 hours ago. Other than that, we're looking dry in our overnight period, and we do expect to be dry for the next 2 days at least. Again, we're seeing plenty of clear skies. We'd see sunshine if the fog wasn't holding on, but we are seeing shower activity, though, roll in on Friday, so we're keeping a close eye on that. Looks like late morning to early afternoon. Current temperatures were in the upper 30s to lower 40s, kind of our highs for the last couple of weeks, and we're going to continue to see those highs right there. We're a little above our average through Saturday, and then we're just a little bit cooler as we head into Christmas Eve day on Sunday and Christmas Day itself on Monday. So look at this, winter solstice tomorrow evening. It's your last full day of fall today. Christmas Day, 5 days away, and we do expect to see 12 days away for New Year's Day. So as we move into today for your Wednesday, highs right in the mid to lower 40s. Much of our areas are very similar to what we saw yesterday, but along the Blue Mountain region, we're about 10 to 5 degrees cooler than we were, so just get ready for a bit chillier conditions. Yakima, you're going to stay in those 40s through Saturday, mid-30s starting Sunday, and could see a little bit of rain-snow mix the day after Christmas, so we'll keep an eye out on that. And again, rain likely on Friday. Fog continuing to hold on in the Tri-Cities area. My goodness, we're right there in the mid-40s through Saturday. Overnight lows will take a dip as well as our highs into the weekend. And in the Walla Walla region, pretty similar conditions. We're seeing that fog kind of stick around as we enter winter tomorrow, and good chance of that shower activity hopefully breaking things up a bit on our Friday. But for your Wednesday, again, welcome to midweek. We have plenty of fog, especially along the Blues and the Mid-Columbia in places. We have highs mid to lower 40s, similar conditions for your Thursday, similar conditions for your Friday. Just add in a little bit of shower activity. But folks, we are staying a little bit warmer than our average.
The Transportation Security Administration expects to see a 6% increase in travel this holiday weekend. But TSA officials say they're ready for the 12-day-long holiday air travel rush that begins this Thursday. Passenger counts over the entire period are expected to be 6% higher than 2022, which is the busiest travel days happening on Thursday, December 21st, as well as Friday, December 29th, as well as Tuesday, January 2nd for the rush of those returning home.
First thing I should mention is that we may see some bad weather impacting travel around Christmas and New Year's. FAA is working closely with airlines to plan for that possibility. We get down-to-the-minute weather predictions from National Weather Service meteorologists and use those to inform exact arrival and departure routes across the busiest parts of the U.S. airspace. So if you are concerned about weather affecting your travel plans, please remember to check directly with your airline for the most up-to-date information about your flight.
The biggest tip TSA can offer to passengers: don't be late. Officials advise arriving 2 hours ahead of your flight to make sure to allow time to park, return rental cars, and check baggage before going through security. Another tip: don't wrap gifts because there's a chance TSA agents might have to unwrap them. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
That is crazy.
In this morning's GMA First Look, cruise ship chaos.
I was devastated. So this was some of my kids' Christmas gifts.
It's cold, like wind blowing, cold, like officially cold.
A cruise ship that was bound for the Bahamas reversed to rainy Boston, headed to Canada. And this morning, some of those disappointed passengers are speaking out to GMA.
It's a little depressing because you can imagine us, we're making the most of it, but most people are walking around in coats, gloves, and hats.
We are in Boston, Massachusetts at the Cambridge Mall. So these are the great views that we have.
You really have to roll with the punches and think about what's going to be best overall.
So can a cruise line change your itinerary without consequences? Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this story and your passenger rights. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
Mornings. Cough? Congestion?
I'm feeling better. All in one and done with new Mucinex Kickstart.
Headache?
Better now.
New Mucinex Kickstart gives all in one and done relief with a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. It's comeback season.
At TJ Maxx, you can go above and beyond and stay under budget. And new gifts are arriving. So there's still time to gift to the max.
Kayaking is my thing.
Running is awesome, but her moderate to severe eczema would make her skin so uncomfortable.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so they can have clearer skin and less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Union Gap police are searching for the person suspected of shooting a loss prevention officer at the Valley Mall Monday night. According to police, the 37-year-old loss prevention officer was shot in both wrists when he tried to stop a suspected shoplifter. Police describe the suspect as 25 to 30 years old, with slicked back hair, a possible ponytail, and a teardrop tattoo below his eye. Officers say he was wearing a dark-colored jacket and black pants. The city of Granger is facing civil action over its handling of a case involving a Granger police officer suspected of repeatedly sexually assaulting a woman while on duty. The victim claims the city's handling of her case was negligent, and while the former police chief says his attempts to investigate the officer's misconduct resulted in his firing by the mayor. According to the claim, Officer Glenn Trejo repeatedly harassed and sexually assaulted a woman while on duty and in uniform over 30 times in a year. Granger is also dealing with concerns regarding a project meant to revitalize Main Street. At last week's City Council meeting, Councilmember Johnny Isidoria, who has a background in construction, said he noticed subcontractors were using a type of caulking that wasn't suitable for the weather. Councilmember Hilda Gonzalez told him he was too close to the project and needed to recuse himself from voting. He refused and was allowed to participate. Lieutenant Governor Denny Heck visited the Tri-Cities yesterday to discuss the value of civic, health, and respectful discourse. Lieutenant Governor Heck spoke with the Tri-Cities leaders as part of the Project for Civic Health, which attempts to come up with strategies to improve dialogue among those with different political affiliations and worldviews. According to Lieutenant Governor Heck, the groups involved begin conversations today to discuss concrete steps to address the problem of increased division. A driver claimed he fell asleep at the wheel and that's what caused him to crash into a school bus in Kennewick, authorities say. Authorities say on Tuesday around 12:30 p.m., the driver was going eastbound on Kennewick Avenue when he said he fell asleep and crossed the center line. Police say the bus driver attempted to avoid the crash but was unable to. Authorities say there were 10 kids on the bus at the time of the crash, but none of them were hurt, and the driver of the car that hit the bus was ticketed for negligent driving and driving without a license. The Southeast Communications Center, or CCOM, the dispatch center answering calls in Benton and Franklin counties, takes 15,000 non-emergency calls and 1,000 emergency calls per month. Last week, a new system went live meant to streamline the communication processes and expedite service delivery for people calling the non-emergency dispatch line. When you call, you'll hear options, and this is meant to ease the calls that the dispatch center doesn't handle and send them to the correct place. Bateman Island is finally ready to accept hikers, birders, and anglers back after a fire destroyed around 6 acres back in September. This video shows the damage from the flames. The city of Richland, which manages Bateman Island, says all hazards have been removed from the island and it is safe to access. Earlier this month, Hermiston High School students attended their first ever combat robotics competition, the Crimson Bot Brawl, held at Washington State University. The students, Carson and Hayden Newton, brothers and juniors at HHS, took part in all 3 competitions. The Newtons took first place in the plastic antweights and full metal antweights categories, even taking out a top 10 nationally ranked plastic antweight bot and 2 ranked bots in the metal division.
I love that. All right, good Wednesday morning, everyone. We've made it to midweek, seeing first light. This is the second shortest day of the year, as our shortest day tomorrow as we hit the winter solstice. So we do have a dense fog advisory. That is good until noon today for the Pendleton area. But look at all of this fog we have in our areas. 0% visibility. Walla Walla, Pendleton. Be very careful out there. Connell, at least in the outer regions of Connell, looking at fog. 40% visibility, Tri-Cities and Hermiston. So air quality taking a bit of a hit today. Moderate air quality, Walla Walla, Pendleton, Hermiston, Tri-Cities. And our air quality could get worse before it gets better with all of the light wind that we are seeing, and the light wind is continuing for our regions, even nominal winds for the Blues and the Mid-Columbia. Look at these, look at the radar. We are looking mostly starting to see some clear skies above us, but you wouldn't know it with the fog that is above us. The fog, even in good visibility areas, will be holding on tightly, so no sunshine despite it being just above us. Temperature-wise, we are in the lower 40s, mid to upper 30s, staying warm above the freezing level across the board. Let's take a look at those highs today, mid to lower 40s, very much similar to what we saw temperature-wise for the Yakima Valley, Ellensburg area yesterday as well. Very similar for the Mid-Columbia, but much cooler by 10 to 5 degrees cooler for Pendleton and Walla Walla. So for your Wednesday today, quite a bit of foggy conditions, especially in your morning hours. Staying dry, staying around or above our average temperatures. Similar conditions for your Thursday tomorrow. Riley.
Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next.